Hey, you're hanging out backstage at Ottawa Comiccon, and I've got Mr. Lance Henriksen with me. It's so nice to see a guy like you here, because I was mentioning this to other guests in the past, and I mentioned in the past. Actually, today I mentioned it to Mr. McDowell. I grew up. I'm 44 years old, and some of the movies you were in had the most iconic posters. And I find that that's an art that's lost. Is the good movie poster? Would you not agree? The artwork that went into the movie posters.
Well, now it's become all digital. You
Yeah.
know? And so there isn't, in a way, there isn't that refined hand behind
Right.
it. You know, there's refined eyes, but not hands. You know, so, but you do at this show, you have one of the great artists in the world that does posters, and he did all of the Star Wars posters and everything else.
Right.
So they're still around. They're not gone. But I'm going to miss them if they do go, because some of their pencil drawings and their cross hatching and
It's incredible.
and the vision that they have, that they've been told by a director, this is what I would like. You know?
Right.
Man, it's beautiful stuff. It really is.
Like there was something about movie posters, especially in the 70s, that just
70s and 80s.
70s and 80s,
yeah.
that just had an incredible. You know, they really told a story, and they really intrigued you to go and see a movie. Now, you know, you look at poster styles, and you'll say, well, there's the big head with the other people in the back. And
Right,
just,
I know.
You know,
I can tell you who the lead is in this movie, right?
Yeah, exactly.
By the big head, you know. So.
do you?
Yeah.
I know you do these shows fairly often. Do you ever tire of it, or are you really like meeting the fans?
I really don't do it that often. I do it like maybe for 1 month out of the year.
Okay.
Out of any given year.
Okay.
And that's plenty. You
Right.
know? I mean, because I'm working a lot. So the other thing is, my private life is, you know, I have an obsession that I live with, which is making pottery. So I want to be home making pottery.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the thing you like to make the most?
Oh, I make huge platters and I paint them, and half the friends I have in the world are all potters.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So this is a totally different.
Oh yeah, it's a different world, you know. But I need that labor. I need the reality of it. Feet on the ground.
No, I get it.
But what fascinates me, I'm seeing guys that I've either worked with or seen over the years, and you know I have respect for, and we rub elbows again for a weekend.
Right.
And say, you know, how's it been? How you doing? Or I saw that movie you did, and it's good. It really is. I got something out of it, you know. And not to mention the beautiful women that are also in this industry. You see them and rub elbows with them.
If I may say this, and please don't take this the wrong way, but you're the kind of guy that reminds me of a time when real men were real men. Do you know what I mean?
What a compliment, man.
I mean, no,
Thank
but I
you.
mean that. Yeah, and I don't think there's a lot of guys like you left where, you know, it's okay to be a rough and tough guy. And I love the fact that you say they make pottery. I mean, it just shows that there's so many different sides to you.
I need labor, man. I before I left and came, well, I actually just came from Japan, so I was there for a week. But before I left for Japan, I made a ton of clay worth of platters.
Okay.
That's a lot of platters.
Yeah.
And they're huge and they weigh a lot, you know. But anyway, in answer to your question, there was an era where there was a very wonderfully combined mix of wranglers and horses and all of that stuff, and we're outdoors all day long together and making movies. I've done about 5 westerns.
Yeah.
And I've loved every minute of it, you know, and so I'm not stuck in one genre. I'm not stuck in science fiction or horror films or anything.
No. And you're also a pretty accomplished voice actor as well, right?
I've done a lot of it, yeah. Yeah, I like it. I even did a Droid ad, which was for 2 years I was Droid, you know, Mr. Droid. It was great. You know, you can go to work and stand in a booth in your short pants and not even shave. You know, and you can
it's
do
great.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've been blessed, man. I mean, I've got 2 wonderful kids, and I've got a real life, and I've got I love acting. I mean, I shouldn't use that word so much, love, you know, but I'm as obsessed on acting as I am on my pottery. There seems to be a streak in me.
Yeah.
About taking it serious.
Yeah.
So, and doing the work requires to do a good job. You know.
Well, I want to thank you so much for taking a couple of minutes.
I.
Thank you for taking the time. You're entitled to me. You've done enough. You earn the respect.
No.
Lance Henriksen backstage at Ottawa Comiccon.
Thank you. See you down the road.